Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast, your weekly gaming podcast, episode number 325, with me, George, and this week joined by the living legend, Bobby. He's 34 double Ds to my resting on my knees. Unfortunately, YouTube has decided the algorithm is more important than my personal friendships, so I've got to tell you that we've got some great PlayStation news coming up, where we find out that it's being outcosted than by the Switch 2. We've got Xbox layoffs have already begun. We can tell that by the CVs going around. And Nintendo's just blown 121 billion yen on an R&D center. So someone's doing okay. Bobby, now that's all done and out the way, and I think I tripped over most of it, so forgive me, viewer. If you've hung on this far, you might as well subscribe because the car crash is only going to get worse. But let me throw it over to my esteemed co-host as I ask him, how are you doing, fella?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I am fired up and ready to talk some video games. So I guess I ought to get things going by asking you what you been playing?
Well, Lego Batman still.
Hmm.
I just got up to I met Dick Grayson. So I'm
Right.
at that point. I mean, no spoilers really, obviously, but I'm there now. And then it was Father's Day, last Sunday. So I got some gift cards. I bought a bunch of games on sale that I had on my wish list. Now I have more games than I ever thought I'd imagine to have. And I started playing Beholder 2, which is like an old school 16-bit Metrovania with like a barbarian guy. I like the first game a lot. Second game looks more 16-bit than the first one, but I like it. Enjoyable. Really good for the portal.
Mm,
Which is what I've been playing now when Liam is getting ready for bed.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I've had a busy week. So I've not done as much gaming as I'd like. It's all been on the Switch 2 again. Um, Played a little bit more Demon Souls. I'd left some experience, so I went to get it. You know those times where you think, oh yeah, I've left a lot of experience there. And then by the time you get there, you realize that you've probably earned more experience than you left on the floor.
Yes, sir.
And then you pick it up and you're like, oh, I don't know why I wasted my time here. But while I'm here, I might as well have a little get pop at Big Boy again. Big Boy blats you in the ground. You're like, right, okay. Okay. Well, at
Yeah,
least
sometimes
there's,
I realize that if you drop some experience, it's maybe like a couple thousand. If you farm an enemy, you'll get it back.
and I think sometimes what happens in these Souls-like games is you get what I would call sort of fixation, where you kind
Yeah.
of you've
Yes.
gone down a path and you're like, I need to keep going down that path. I've left my XP there. I can do this. Now, you do improve that run, that route. You get better at it, where the guys are, and it ends up becoming less exciting because it's like, okay, here he is back, left, chop, right, roll, back, boom, he's on the stairs. I'll tempt him from distance. I'll bring him in. He's chicken feed to me now. Dish bosh bosh, he's down. Um, but you continue down this path when actually probably what you should do is say, look, that's not working for me. I need to turn around and check out this other way. Now I had the blood rage come down on me, and I've
Yeah, yeah.
got particularly invested in going this certain route, and I do think I need to come back, lay off the XP. I mean, let it go now. I mean, the only sore bit about that rage fixation is that let's say you get through, pick up your XP, you've already earned, so you're on 4,000 XP, you die. Oh, right. Well, now I've got 4,000 XP invested in that
Yeah.
hole. Then you come back, fight all the way through, you got 2,000 XP, you pick up that, you got 6,000 XP. Smack. Oh. And in those moments, it's one of those moments where you're that enraged that you walk out from the bonfire and you get taken by the weakest guy.
Yes.
And then
One of
your
my
6,000's done anyway.
one of my best memories is I had a lot of experience where the dragon was on the bridge.
Yes.
I don't know how I avoided him the first time. I didn't even see it coming, so it kind of scared me a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God, I died. I need to go back. I could do it again. I had so much experience. And then I did do it again. And then at the edge of the bridge, when I was gonna roll to safety, I just rolled off the bridge
Oh.
and lost everything because I couldn't get it back because I overrolled on the fire. And I was like, oh God. And what was the point? In reality, all I did was waste my time, wasn't ready for this area, and stupid.
Well, you're not as stupid as me, mate, because I'm the guy who still looks for the jump button. Right? There's things that you can just
Yeah.
see right in front of you. I've tried the roll, and it doesn't work. Roll works if you're going from above. Roll is not going to get you up.
No.
But these things, they're literally just shin height above him. And it's like, nah, nah, a knight will not do this. Okay.
Want to send one of the greatest warriors and he can't
He
hop
just,
up a step.
he can't, he won't. Um, yeah, I find that a little bit frustrating, I have to admit. Other than that, I've been kicking around some things on the Switch. I started downloading the Batman trilogy again, which, is always great. Had a dabble with Arkham Asylum. Um, I'm at the point where you found the Batcave on Arkham Asylum on there.
Mm.
And I also downloaded Arkham Knight because there was a lot of hoo-ha about this when it first came out on Switch, on the original Switch. Oh, it doesn't work, it's garbage, it's broken, it's this, that, and the other. Listen, I'm playing it the same game on Switch too. It has had updates. I will hold my hands up. But me arriving to it first time, hate me in the comments, but it's not that bad if you've got a Switch 2. So you can definitely enjoy the trilogy on there. I know I'm selling you a rope a date because it was originally meant for the Switch 1, and I'm sure, based on my experience, it's absolute dog shit on there. I don't think I ever had the guts to run it on the Switch 1. I played Arkham Knight. No, I played Arkham Asylum, and it was perfect on there, and Arkham City was as well. Arkham Knight's a big ask of the original
Yeah, it is.
Switch. Um, but this sort of stripped down version, yeah, there's a bit of texture pop in every now and then, and maybe the models aren't as good as they are on PS4 or whatnot. But to have that in the palm of your hand like that, I'm
What was
enjoying
it?
it.
Like a 9-inch screen, 10 inch? What is it, 12-inch screen? What is the size of the screen?
I actually don't know what size it is.
I mean,
Uh,
just consider that it looks good on that is outstanding
well,
anyway.
that's what I've kind of been sort of taking from it. And Witcher 3, I go back to that. I've been playing the DLC again. I've just gone back to you get gifted a winery, your own little place. I didn't realize when I went to it the first time and cleared out this cretinous vampiric woman in the cellar that I was actually cleaning out my own future cellar. But I got there and
Oh,
place needs some work, needs a bit of money spending on it. There's a place that would make a perfect stable for Roach, and I'm like, surely this place would have a stable. Uh, Geralt, but do as you please. So he wants to throw some money in on that. He wants to throw some money. It all feels very kind of Assassin's Creed 2, if I'm being honest with you. I'm sure it's going to have absolutely zero impact and it'll be nothing but a cash sponge. But I've got a load of garbage in my shared chest that I've collected throughout the whole game run, which should more than cover the renovation costs. So I think I might plunge a bit of time into making the winery look as good as it can look, and pick up some side missions here and there and see what I can do to feather my nest. I quite like the idea of Geralt having a little retirement place in the sunny hills where he can go and scull a couple of
I
barrels
thought the
of wine.
same.
Yeah.
Like after all his hard work, there's someplace to rest his head without fear.
Yeah, exactly that. I think he's earned it. The place that I walked inside, what inside looks a bit grotty at the minute, and there's his bedroom where a place where you could hang your trophies. And I thought to myself, not even Geralt's going to want to sleep next to a bloody, I don't know, a half severed head of a griffin
Yeah, nah.
stinking out his bedroom. He's got Yennefer coming round. He's going to have to like
Yeah, he
more
needs
than
to
a,
make it a little bit more for
yeah.
her. A
He's
little,
going to have to like that many
little
joss
more
sticks.
pizzazz.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be spraying air freshener to hide the smell of a decaying griffin when
No,
he wants to get his freak on with Yennefer or any one of the women that he's romancing. I mean, I tell you one thing, Geralt's not fussy.
no.
But fair play to him. Other than that, I actually indulged myself and downloaded the reboot Tomb Raider that was on PS3 back in the day. It's also got a Switch 2 remake. Looks pretty good on there, I have to admit. I think I played it on PS3, so it's quite the up spec in graphics. And what else
What
did I?
the which one?
The one where she crashes on that desert island or that remote island. It's
Oh
called.
yeah, yeah.
It's
The
just called
newer.
Straight Tomb
Yeah, yeah,
Raider.
yeah. Hmm.
And then they're also in the store for about $26 on sale right now is Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I have to admit, I mean, I should download that as well. It looks absolutely fantastic. I've also been flirting with getting Indiana Jones on there, but I feel like 60 quid's a bit big ask, so I've popped it in my wish list. Hopes it comes
Yeah.
up on sale
I'm the wish
sometimes.
list master, man.
Thing is, I don't like a dirty wish list though, because then it starts to look like the storefront, and I get confused. It's like my wish
Yeah,
list
now
is the
sometimes I
store.
have things on my wish list that do I really need to get this? No, but it looks sleazy enough for me to play it. So
Oh, oh,
I'll wait for the sale.
I like what you're doing.
Hmm.
Um, I think with that said and done, I think we've probably gamed up to the eyeballs. There's been, oh, I'll tell you what, I've also been playing on my little piece of garbage. That's what I call my retro emulation device. I've been playing Advance Wars, which is a Game Boy Advance game originally. Now, I fell in love with this. And if I'd been playing it on original Game Boy Advance, it would be an incredible experience. Because I'm playing it on this emulated piece of garbage, the buttons are backwards, it doesn't save. I try and do a save state, and it takes you back to the menu and reboots the game simultaneously, so you're back to square one anyway. So I kept the thing plugged in until I didn't, and then I lost my
Mm.
save. Um, so it is what it is.
But can't you make your own hotkey?
Listen, mate, I have no idea what I'm doing. If Bada Binkster's out there and he hears this, I
Oh
need,
yeah.
I need, what I need is, I just need an SD card with whatever background thing makes this work. And then I don't want to mess around with the 20. I just need someone to make it work. I
I had a
can't.
friend that I asked. He gave me I'll take pictures and send it. Maybe you could share it online or something.
I think
It's just a
if,
Raspberry Pi 3.
oh, that's
It's got a
beyond me.
little SD card. I mean, there's
I,
over 20,000 games in there.
I think I just need an SD card. Now, I'll put it
Yeah.
in my Mac and it was like, oh no, I don't recognize this file. And I just was like, right, I'm beat. I'm done. I'm beat. I'm beat.
Let me tell you
I
something.
don't want to buy another one. I don't want to buy another one just to get the games that I want.
Now, the
There
best
must be another
controller
way.
for emulation, I realized I bought an Amazon basic Xbox controller, the USB plug. The X on the Xbox controller, you
Yeah.
push that and like L1 is to save. You push that and like start, it quits the game. I mean, it came with two controllers, and I bought like controllers for it. Like I bought the Sega Genesis 6 button controller, a Sega game. I bought a Super Nintendo controller, play Super Nintendo games. It doesn't work as good as the Xbox controller. I think the Xbox controller for emulation is superior. So I love popping out the Raspberry Pi. I bought two of them, so I have two controllers. Me and my brother was over Father's Day. We played NHL '94 together. Like it was amazing.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, I booted up International Superstar Soccer as well, on the Super Nintendo.
Oh wow.
And that just felt really difficult to play. And I don't remember it being difficult to play on the Super Nintendo.
No,
Um,
you know what's hard? There was a game on the Neo Geo that was a football game. Uh, I remember playing all the time, and I couldn't even get a goal. It was like, what difficulty is this on? I even looked like it says on supreme difficulty. I felt like I was just like an amateur group. Forget playing Brazil. Don't even look at them. You gotta find the country that's the least, and hopefully you can get a goal.
oh, well, mate, I went in as Brazil, and I picked Wales as my opponent. And I was running rings around them, but I don't know what button was pass. I didn't know what was
Oh
shoot,
yeah.
and I think they're reversed. So, I mean, I came in to tackle a guy. I thought I was doing gentle tackle, and I absolutely obliterated him.
Oh my God. What was the game? I forgot what game it was where if you got a red card, but you kept running around, the referee couldn't stop you and kept chasing you till you couldn't move anymore. And then he finally stopped and red carded you. And then you were like
Oh wow.
out of the game.
I don't know what
I
that
gotta,
is.
that was hilarious. Oh my God. We do all the time. I gotta talk to my boy Marlon and figure that out. I'll get back to you next week.
Let me know. Let's see if we can see the red card Benny Hill shenanigans. Um, it's time for the news. We've scoured the very darkest regions of the internet to bring you the latest stories. First up, I don't know if I said that already or not, but it's a fever dream episode, so just get on board with it. Nintendo Live. Ollie Reynolds has been busy. He's put pen to paper. He's put back all the shenanigans. He don't get involved with it anymore. He just turns up, clocks on at 9, clocks off at 5. He's a straight talking salary man, and he's found out about this. As I say, Nintendo have announced the construction of a 121 billion R&D center in Japan, in Kyoto, Japan, officially called the Technology Development Center. The company states that new building will serve as a new research and development base for Nintendo's software and hardware, with completion currently planned for March 2029. It had previously acquired the land required for the new building from the city of Kyoto in 2022, following an official proposal process that commenced in 2021. The cost of construction is currently estimated at 121 billion. That's just shy of 750 million. Nintendo previously referred to the building as Corporate Headquarters Development Center Building Number 2, which doesn't have quite that ring to it, to be fair, but sees how the company is now well on the way to delivering its vision for the future. Some stats about the building here. It's going to have 6,084 cubic meter capacity. It's going to have a floor area of 49,305 meters squared. It's going to be a height of 67.570 meters, excluding the rooftop structures, and it's going to be 9 stories with one below ground. This is certainly promising for the future of Nintendo. The company investing so heavily in research and development for both its software and hardware can only be a good thing for fans and investors alike. Of course, we have a little to wait until it's all done and dusted, and theoretically, we'll probably never hear about it in any official capacity following its completion. But hopefully, it'll lead to more delightful experiences from Nintendo in the future. Bobby, everybody else in the industry is panicking, cutting jobs, shutting studios, and Nintendo, they just keep on keeping on, brother. I tell you what, we're going to do in a moment of crisis. Hardware sales going through the roof. We're going to build a brand new headquarters. Massive. And it's where we're going to do all of our sneaky game and console development. What do you make of all this?
Nintendo can do anything they want. They will never lose. They're not fighting Sony. They're not fighting Microsoft. They can care less about the Steam Deck. They don't care about PC. They're just Nintendo. That's it.
It
Nintendo.
seems they have a direction that they're
Yeah,
traveling on. And I I I genuinely believe this. Xbox, I don't know. Does it have long left for this world? I'm not too sure. But if they go, I'd imagine that maybe PlayStation wouldn't be far behind because I feel like it represents a little bit more of a systemic just collapse of the video game industry, maybe. But I see if that does happen, there'll be one name left, still doing their thing,
that's it.
still pushing forward, still making the kids' toys, which is
Mm-hmm.
what the other two should have been making this whole time. Still
Do
making
you
the
know what
kids' toys.
Nintendo is? Nintendo is just a big rich kid, right? And if he wants to do something that he lost money on and didn't work, doesn't matter. Next part, right? He just does the next adventure. If that doesn't make money, he doesn't care. He doesn't go down. He keeps doing it, and all of a sudden, this makes money, that makes money, and he keeps going. And for 45 years or 48, whatever, this has been Nintendo, right?
Well, yeah, as a company, they've been around an awful lot longer than
Yeah,
that,
well, longer than
even.
that, yeah. But for
Yeah,
video gaming, at least, because they made playing cards back in like what the 1800s or something like that.
1890s or something. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, they've obviously have to beat to their own drum. They have their own unique fan base, which includes little kids to people our age or older, which is phenomenal.
yeah.
They could have easily made a system that can be neck and neck with Xbox and Sony, what do they care? Because I cannot imagine a Mario game looking like, God of War or Halo. It doesn't
Mm.
have to be that because Mario's Mario. So they
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that. Which,
Well,
Switch 2 is doing phenomenal. Obviously, they have enough money to make a new warehouse, whether I'm sure they have more games, maybe a Switch 3 at some point, if whatever. I mean, which is
I
good for
suppose that's
them.
the only crossroads for them, isn't it? If, normally they've innovated and that's been their kind of killer app. I do think
Mm-hmm.
they've like looked into a position, whether they've managed themselves into a position or whether they've looked into a position of being a Lego or being a Disney, of being an accepted family friendly brand that's allowed in the household. It's kind of sacrosanct in that way. And I do believe like Mario is a big part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play to them.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I
Mate,
think they're family friendly and they have their own little area for more adult games, but it's nothing crazy like, Sony or Xbox, I don't think, at least in my opinion. So they're just gonna keep winning. I don't think Nintendo will ever go out of style.
no, I think you're right. I think the other two, like they have arms of a business, but it's not their core focus for their whole
No.
business as a
I think the
majority.
problem is I think Xbox will go down first, which
Yeah,
is kind of sad. And then people, oh, Sony survived. Sony will survive, but only for so much time because who is Sony competing with? Nobody.
yeah.
So, you're not going to beat Nintendo or compete with them. So, Sony's either going to have to get on board and just do their own thing and not worry about anything else, or fall apart from the inside when they're just putting out rubbish because there's no one to compete with them. I think that's what'll happen. Hopefully, not anytime soon. I'm just saying that's my opinion.
I think that's the order and how that will go down when it does inevitably go down. And it all really hangs now on what Xbox does next. And I think either like PlayStation could pivot now to become like that, to become a Nintendo. I mean, PlayStation's almost halfway there. I think that's like halfway to their success.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of are an accepted brand name, but I also think so is Xbox. There's many times on TV or you hear mum shout, "Oh, go play your Xbox." You hear it. It's in the ecosystem. It's
Yeah,
known.
100%. Yeah.
But I think PlayStation maybe just edges it out, but it's not fully in. It's not an accepted Lego. It kind of is, but it's not quite there. But Nintendo's fully rooted in the family ecosystem. Maybe PlayStation don't want to be all the way in because that gives them the edge for the teenagers to aspire to move them on. But yeah, who knows, mate? Let's have
The
another bit of news.
edginess is gone, I would say, right?
I think so. I
So
think
Nintendo has their clear family friendly, which they had for a while. Sony and Xbox came up with edginess. Edginess now is kind of scary. So we have to be balanced. And that's the problem. Now they need
mm,
to find a track and stay on it, but also
yes,
be competitive with each other. I don't know. That's whatever.
strange times. Um,
Facts.
your next bit of news also paints an interesting picture in Japan, Bobby. What's going on?
Yes. Well, just found out today that Sony Japan exclusive PS5 is losing money, even though it's cheaper than a Switch 2. This was by Sammy Baker over at Push Square. Sony's confirmed that its language locked Japanese exclusive PS5 console is losing money. The unit introduced last year currently sells at a lower price than the much more popular Switch 2. Speaking with Japanese what is it? Public. Oh, Fatum CEO Hideki Nishino said the
Yeah.
company considers this an important and necessary investment for its domestic market. Previous management reported that Sony's home region to Nintendo. The big difference with Nishini compared is from his predecessors is that he's Japanese and he seems willing to fight for his home territory, even though PlayStation has an uphill battle against Nintendo. At the time of this publication, the language locked Japanese PS5 retails for 55,000 yen, which is roughly $339, which is cheaper than the Switch 2, 59,980 yen, which is about $370. Despite this, Nintendo's hybrid is still comfortably outselling Sony's console. Uh Obviously, in the current economic climate, with memory prices soaring, the PS5 is extremely cheap domestically right now, and Nishino more or less admitted that it's losing money for the platform holder. The problem with the PS5 is that he doesn't have a software library that can compete with the Switch 2, especially with franchises like Resident Evil and Final Fantasy going fully multi-format. The
Mm.
Japanese market is incredibly unique, and Sony has no answer to the likes of Pokemon or Tomidichu Life. Console exclusive gotcha games like Weathering Waves and Genshin Impact have performed well locally, while Astrobot has enjoyed some long legs on the sales charts as of late, but not enough. Either way, he's pleased to see the company starting to compete in its home country again, and I'm right behind Nishino on this.
Good bit of news there, Bobby. It's interesting to think that the Switch 2, I mean, I've been a rabid fan of it, I suppose, in a way, especially more recently. It's just been a real convenient way to play. But it seems strange to me that Sony abandoned Japan many, many years ago, their home market, their territory, where if you weren't in the know, you stop to Western and say, where do you think they sell the most PlayStations? But, oh, it must be Japan. Must be Japan. It's not.
No,
Um, and I think in a bid to lure a worldwide market, they've attracted themselves games and franchises around them that just don't stack up in Japan. They play differently. I think that to say, oh, I think Resident Evil in the way it is now on Switch is a big win. But I wouldn't say these people have been waiting this whole time to play Resident Evil
no,
7, have they? Have they? I very much doubt it. They either played the cloud version on their original Switch or they bought another console. They didn't wait a decade. I
no,
won't have it. That's drivel. I think what the Switch 2 does lend itself to in Japan, I mean, here's another stereotype. Oh, all the houses are small. Not really, but kind of. The areas are cramped. So a Switch lends itself to being thrown in a drawer. A PS5, it's pretty big. And then it requires a TV.
no. It's true. If you have multiple kids and maybe not the luxury of multiple bedrooms, you
Mm,
can only have one game on at a time, one kid playing at a time.
yeah,
Meanwhile, if I'm limited with space and I have three kids and I got three switches, well then you can enjoy that anywhere.
yeah. Now, I think family and home environments are changing. Like, I'm always going to be a big believer in the big screen, surround, wanting to do it right. But even I've been finding that harder and harder to kind of justify. No, I'm going to occupy this room for 12 hours. You can't
Yeah.
come in. And if you sit on the couch in the corner, you're going to want to talk to me. And we're going to sit for hours playing this game. And the moment the cutscene starts, we're going to have this moment where we need to have a heart to heart about life. Let me pause. The moment's gone. I might as well turn it off. It's hard. The kid runs in. Oh, I want to do this. No, Daddy wants to play a video game for 12 hours. Get out.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not going to wash.
No, the family dynamics definitely changed, especially with cell phones now.
Oh,
I mean, God forbid you can even watch a movie with somebody without them even looking at the cell phone is almost impossible.
uh, it's tough that.
People's
That.
interests are changed. Remember, back in the day, there wasn't that many movies out, let's say, released. So you kind of want to watch everything that was coming out. Now there's so many things coming out that people have so many other interests that maybe I don't want to sit next to dad and watch Genghis Khan for the 15th time. Let's put
Mhm.
on Captain America. I don't know. And that's the thing. Cell phones changing this, Nintendo Switch, this kid's in the dining room, my other son's over here. I want to watch TV. It's just all messed up now. Want to
It,
play a
it,
board game? The attention span is gone. I don't have time to count Candyland and play Monopoly and fist fight with grandma for a fake money she pulled out of nowhere. We don't have time for this. That's what it is, man.
it's weird, isn't it? But you've nailed it. You bang on the money. And these hectic lives, I mean, and that's where I think the games that you and I maybe have enjoyed, the single player 400-500 hour games. I mean, they're for the dinosaur.
I mean, I remember I love used to love hanging out with my mom and dad. They want to watch a movie, something rated R. Maybe they've seen it before and they pre-screen it and I watched it with them. I felt cool. Nowadays, do teenagers really want to hang out with their parents? I mean, I don't know. Right? I would
I
hope my son wants to hang out with me if I'm cool enough, I
yeah,
guess.
I think there's always the want to cut your own way. Um, so there's I think there's always gonna be a relationship there. Depends
Hmm.
what you both make of it. I think he'll
I
want to hang
mean,
out
look
with you.
now. I we decided we don't want to have my son Liam watch TV until at least let's see get to a year, which has been 6 months now. So far, so good. The TV is barely on until he goes to sleep. I have now invested more time in my portal probably
Mm,
than my PS5 because now my
mm.
time is super limited. So if this keeps up and we wait the 18 months like you're supposed to, fine. My PlayStation's in the living room. He's going to be in the living room watching Sesame Street at some point. So when is Daddy going to play PS5? I don't know. Maybe I got to go back to the bedroom again. So all this dynamics changed. The Switch 2 is actually like the perfect system right now to just sit anywhere and play that bad boy. So I
The-
get it. I understand. I get it completely.
I if the Portal just had the ability to be able to just play something natively,
Yeah,
because
similar to like if you have Netflix, you can download episodes and play offline,
mhm,
which is great. You can't do that with the portal. So I just
no.
can't take this anywhere. I need some kind of Wi-Fi.
And that's the thing. It's not 1,000%
Yeah.
guaranteed 1,000% of the time. When it is working, it's great. Like I've
Yeah.
had some really great experiences laid on a couch playing Farming Simulator from dawn till dusk, no problems. But it's not guaranteed.
No.
I've took it away and had some mixed success. I've used it at home to some mixed success as well, which is like I find unbelievable. But Farmington Man is not the best example for a Wi-Fi signal. But the Switch 2, I could be playing that upside down in a
Yeah.
cave in deepest Transylvania,
Yeah.
and it would be working 1,000%.
And half those games are already have been out, so there's no more updates needed. It's just ready to go and play. Hit start, boom. Meanwhile, I haven't even played Crimson Desert yet, and every time I turn my PlayStation on, there seems to be another update for this game.
But here's the compromise. Guess what? You're not playing on the Switch 2 ever.
What? Crimson
Crimson
Desert?
Desert.
Oh,
Yeah.
1,000%, no way. But that's understandable, right? Like I think that is like don't expect that to come on PS on the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think that's possible. Maybe it's a 3, maybe it's a 4. I don't know, but look at how many games you have that's just Nintendo exclusives. And look how many games they have now on it that are on Xbox and PlayStation. That's the key thing here, right? I love PlayStation, but they're just on the same rail they've been on. Great. Xbox, they're up and down right now. They'll get back on track, I'm sure. And Nintendo's just been on this highlight rail their entire life. They weren't worried about Sega. They weren't worried
No.
about Sony. They weren't worried about X. They never were. They never were. And this is why they're at where they're at now. They figured it out. I I don't know, man. That's just my opinion.
No, mate.
I'm not
Totally on
buying a
board with
Switch
it.
2. I go back to work in 2 weeks. My first paycheck, I'm buying a Switch 2. I
Wow.
don't care. Done.
Don't
Because
hate
what
don't
I
hate
already
me.
have I already have a Switch. But let me get a 2. That's it. Done. I mean,
One of the best bits about I personally found coming from Switch 1 to Switch 2 was all my games work in it. And guess what? They actually work this time.
yeah.
So it is a bit brutal that I was playing Witcher awful. Now it looks a little bit less awful. I'm happy with this. I see this as a bonus. I should be raging, but I'm okay with it. More happiness continues. I'm happy. And like I say, taking a seat out the achievement trophy window for a month or two, it's like going on holiday.
It like reinvigorates your spirit to keep playing games and not worry about a trophy. Do have to say it is nice from a
Uh,
trophy hunter. I think it is nice to just play a game and enjoy.
it's nice to go on the Switch and take a game that's maybe a guilty pleasure or just a little bit daft. Like Lego Batman would have been a great place for you to play that. You know, no
Phenomenal play. Yeah.
stress.
Nope.
Pick up and play. Doesn't really matter if you finish it. Maybe you
Oh,
do
I
one
didn't get
day.
900 Joker and Riddler achievements or riddles. No problem. Enjoy the game either way. Meanwhile, on the PS5, I have to, in my own mind, find them all because I
Yeah.
want that. Bing. And it's
S- So there's a vacation here
they
for you.
knew Nintendo could have easily made something with
Oh.
achievement or trophies, but they did. They knew it is kind of just not necessary.
They do, in a way, they're not trophies, but they do like reward interacting with the cloud saves. They do reward, so you get these little points, like
Mm-hmm.
silver points, you can spend on merch from the Nintendo store, or
Which is
you can,
great.
yeah, or you can then plow into getting little icons and bits and bobs as they appear on the storefront. And I've
Like
got
the
a load of tea towels, shopping bags,
see,
pins.
that's nice, man.
I've never had that from Xbox or
Like there's
Sony.
some people like, there's people who play Dark Souls, Demon Souls, all those games, right? And then there's other people who say, "Well, did you platinum it?" Right? Like Dark Souls is hard enough without trophies.
Mm,
Now you're going to add trophies, you make the game harder because you have to do certain amount of things a certain way to get certain items to achieve this achievement, right?
yes.
And then that kind of like is like, well, then the serious gamer has the trophies to back it up. Whereas like I beat Mario Galaxy. I never heard anybody say, "Did you collect all the special stars?"
Mm.
No, never had a conversation. Just played Mario Galaxy, had a lot of fun with it, back and forth gaming. I've had conversations where, oh, I beat Witcher. Did you platinum it? No. Well, then what you really do? Well, maybe that person didn't have time to find 56 trading cards and play all those,
Oh,
like, see,
I
like,
freaking hate Gwent anyway.
I love Gwent. I thought I played Gwent. Just sometimes I lost myself in Gwent and like, oh my God, I wasted 3 hours of playing Gwent. I couldn't play in the game because that's how much I love the Gwent. Now, did I buy the Gwent video game? No. Why? No idea. But I think I had enough Gwent. I have physical editions of all the cards from Gwent.
You love Gwent that much?
I love Gwent.
Oh,
I love Gwent.
every time I sat down, I was like, "Oh, to be honest, I'd rather be just riding around on Roach looking at the sunset."
No, man. There was one card where you can mimic or I mean, it's been so long since I played Witcher, but I remember I had some cards I could copy or steal a card from the other player's deck, and that was it for me. If I had that one card, I could feel like I could win any Gwent. I put Gwent difficulty to max.
Wow.
One, the trophy didn't. You didn't have to. Okay, yeah, see, trophy. You didn't have to do that, but I did it because I felt easy was just too. I felt like they would give me the game. Like, did you play? You played Ghost of not Tsushima, the second one.
No, I haven't played that. It's on my guilty pile.
All right, there's a game where you could flick a coin, hit other coins. I forgot what it's called, and don't knock the coin off the table.
Oh yeah.
I would just play that game sometimes. But Eva's like, "Why aren't you playing the game, Eva? I'm winning money. I'm betting this guy in the den, and I'm flicking his little coins. Very happy with that. Is there a trophy for that? No, but if there was, I'd probably play more of it. Trophies, trophies get in the way sometimes, so it's good that Nintendo, you just put the game in, play the game, enjoy it, beat it, next game. I miss those days.
They feel very it feels very sanitized though without them. You do
Does?
expect that little you do something cool in game or you finish a level on the Switch and your eyes glance to the top right hand corner of the screen,
Immediately.
gimme gimme, and it's like, no, you did it.
Yep.
You know you beat this. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Onwards.
Yep.
And I'll tell you one thing though, that Witcher 3 on the Switch, there is no reward for literally hoovering up every single icon on the screen. Guess what? I've ended up doing it anyway.
Yep. It like it, trophies. I think has made like I guess I don't know the achievement hunter for either system, right? Do things that they normally wouldn't do
Hmm.
because In some ways, trophies are cool because maybe I didn't go down to this alley in the sewer to get something because I didn't care about it. But the people who made it developed and they created this cool system, and who's ever going to see that maybe without trophies? And I understand it's
That's
cool,
true.
so that is pretty fun. But then some of the trophies are just like not progressive trophies.
Mm.
Like I get beaten and beaten to the enemies XYZ. Okay, that's all normal. But like collecting all this rubbish just to go around the map and collect it is like a waste of time. But you need it to complete the game. But you don't really need to do it. Just beat the game. It kind of like changes how you come off to a game. Like I know some people look at the trophy list. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. So you're gonna miss an experience of a game because of a trophy. Like we need to like not worry about the trophy so much. It's a personal achievement, right? You're not getting any money from it. Does anybody gonna really gonna tell you suck because you couldn't get a certain thing? I mean, there are some trophies are interesting too because sometimes you look at trophies percentages, people stop playing halfway through the game. Like you haven't even beat the game.
Mm.
So what? So because they just don't care, they just done whatever. Next game on Nintendo, you're not gonna know if you did that. But you look at someone's trophies list and they just don't beat games because they just feel like maybe it's too much or there's too much to collect. And I don't know, man.
I've always found collect 99 blah blahs like how's that like I don't like I'm playing a single player experience for this guy that I'm living his life of for him to just derail everything he's doing to collect 99 flowers is faintly ridiculous.
Yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, very serious game, right? I mean, the city is going down.
Yeah.
However, the Riddler somehow got permits from Gotham City Hall to create like roller coaster rides underground for the Batmobile to test him to do this to achievement. Is it cool? Yes. Is it ridiculous? Yes. Do you need to do them? No. If you're a
That
trophy hunter,
mate,
I need to do it.
they're possibly one of the most they're possibly the worst part of the game as
And
well.
yeah, and then sometimes that can make people like or dislike a game for something that is optional. You know what I mean? And I feel like that also gives people an incentive to play it or doesn't. And
I
then,
think the way Arkham Knight offers up some of its gameplay options feels mandated. Like that first Riddler race, you are dragged there by your eyeballs like Clockwork Orange, and it's like, look at this,
yeah,
look at this, this is awesome, and you're gonna love it. Go, and you get on there, and you're like, no, this is absolute garbage, rock steady, and you
yeah,
get spat out the other end, and it's like, my God, I don't really want to do that again. I've hit loads of these. Like, oh my God.
yeah.
What? Why? What? Oh dear. I guess it pads the game out, but I hated it. And you finished the driving sections, of course you did.
Of course you did. You had to. Got the platinum, right? So again, I kind of made myself miserable. And then sometimes, like at the time when it came out, I was kind of like, it wasn't the best game because XYZ, da 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 da. And I was aggravated because of the driving sequences. But if I went back and played it and just played it, probably great. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I did not platinum that game.
No.
Do you think I have time to not only look through my binoculars for an animal and then study it and then kill it and then skin it for a trophy?
It's got to be perfect
Hell
as well.
no, I don't. So I didn't even bother. So if I didn't bother doing that, I'm not going to go back in 3-star levels. No way. So I played the hell out of that game. I have like 400 hours in there. I saw sunsets. I drank with people in my own mind. I made stories at the bar. Why not? I slept in the friggin' against a tree. I slept in the river. I did everything that you could do. I was collecting bounties, you know? I died. I played as another character. I continued. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Will I platinum that game? No. Will I go back and play it? I would love to go back and play that game, but I don't have the I don't know what it is to do all that. See, that is beyond. If you got the plan for that game, I applaud you because I just thought that was too tedious. However, This is from a guy just telling you that I drove a Batmobile 9,000 times on the ground to collect a trophy. Bananas.
I don't know how we got here, but somehow Sony's losing money and it's cheaper than the Switch too. Um, I think
And
somewhere
it's
in
only
there is,
$50, right? It's only $50 difference.
yeah,
$30 difference, which is actually, it just goes to show you that Nintendo has figured out a formula and they're working. Because for $30, really, it's not a big deal to me. I mean, if you have to buy a PS5 and you could wait another week to get it, great. But if $30 is a big thing to you, people have different, bank accounts, and I get it, and money and whatever responsibilities. But I mean, it's killing the Switch 2 is killing the PS5 in Japan, apparently.
yeah, and I think that will continue and expand here because we haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen we saw it launch last year and have its first Christmas, but now a lot of those kids are going to be they're aged out their Switch lights. They're looking for a bigger console. Maybe mummy and daddy don't want to get the PlayStation. Maybe they're not quite old enough.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bit more into gaming. So daddy's or uncle's second-hand Switch probably seen better days. Probably need to get a couple of Joy Cons. Actually, do you know what? This Christmas we might as well get Johnny a Switch too. I think this Christmas they're going to clean up big
Oh,
time.
hell yeah. Absolutely agree with you.
They've got Star Fox comes out what this week. They've got a remake of Ocarina of Time. That is guaranteed bank, even if it project ends up displaying a picture of a dog turd on the screen. That it's going to trigger so much nostalgia, and if they kind of handle it the way they've handled Star Fox, they're going to get away with Blue Murder, and
Uh-huh.
that is going to be the hot toy. The bonus is once Daddy's finished playing that after 10 minutes, little Johnny gets to play Fortnite 24/7 in his bed,
Yeah.
covers over his head, no
And you know what else
questions
too?
asked.
Nintendo's so smart that there were games released on Nintendo, like Japan in the Famicom, Super Famicom, that were in Japanese. They can easily re-release in English now.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure there's a software that could easily translate that, put it on the new disc, resell it, you know, whatever, non-Japanese version or whatever version you want to call it, like, now in English and or Brazil or Portuguese or Spanish, anything, and they release it and make money
yeah,
because that's Nintendo.
yeah, I guarantee. Will I be buying Ocarina of Time? You bet your bottom dollar I will be. Yeah,
Will I buy Mario for the 85th time in my collection, even though I beat it? Yeah, why not? Because it's not the Switch 2. I have the Switch 1 version. I have the N64 version. I got the Nintendo version. Don't have the Switch 2 version. Open it.
it's time for you to cash in. Are you, are you going to get GTA 6 at launch, Bobby?
No,
Why?
I don't really care for GTA 6.
Oof.
I played the last one I played I was San Andreas. That's it.
Wow.
I haven't played any of them. And I also found out there's no physical disc.
No, that's apparently been misreported. They're going to do one, but not at
Oh,
launch.
okay. That's also weird though.
Super weird. But I guess if you've got the hottest property on planet Earth,
Do whatever you want with it, yeah.
do you want to waste money getting it printed or do you want maximum because people are going to download anyone with a console
Oh, download immediately.
has got a wire in the back of it. Some of
Yeah.
those don't have disc fronts. Series S, some
Yeah,
of
it's
the X
true.
PS5s, right? So what are you going to do? I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to make it download. And no other business and no other game would get away with it. But we will.
Yep. 100% agree.
And even those that go, because I know they've had a bit of a pushback in the States with the whole, oh, we're not gonna, there's a couple of stores are saying, oh, we're not gonna stock it. Well, they've got more press off the fact they're saying they're not going to stock it than they ever will from stocking it. So it's a win-win anyway.
Yeah,
And guess
100%
what?
agree.
What's the point? You've already told people there's no point stocking a box and a code in a box. Well, you probably shot yourself in the foot there because
Well, yeah, you're gonna lose money.
that was the most profitable code in a box you're ever going to sell.
I would buy 8,000 copies and sell it in my store to make myself money. Why not? You know it's gonna go.
I think, yeah, I think these stores are.
I think
Bit dinosaur
GTA
to be fair.
6, it's either going to be the best thing ever to happen or a flop. I don't see it being a flop. I just don't think people are going to expect the like the old Grand Theft Auto story type thing. I don't know if they can get away with it now. I hope it does because
One thing that
it's
kind of
good, you know.
a more important and more immediate lurking danger than whether it's going to be good, bad, different, or other is the you can get a standard edition of the game.
Yeah.
Nice. You can get another edition of the game. But guess what? This other edition of the game has a load more tuning stalls you can take your car to in the single player. And it wasn't just one, it was like six. And I thought to myself, ah, okay, so in the base game, I'm going to feel like the town's less alive.
Oh, because these stores are now locked.
You can't go in them. But if I'd paid a little bit more, maybe 10, 20, $30, all of a
The
sudden,
magic little gate opens up for me to open the door.
now I find that to be a bit. Am I that into tuning cars that I'll notice or care? I don't know enough about the game to know whether I need the standard, the ultimate, or the special edition, or the mega crazy remortgage your house for a coder in the box edition. I don't even know what I want right now. I'm not particularly enchanted by Vice City t-shirt, unlockable t-shirts, or any of that drivel. Well, if the game's as big as you say it is, I can just wear what the hell I want from anywhere anyway. It's probably not going to be like that. So maybe I do need the unlockable Vice City shirts. Help me out. I think until we know a bit more, I won't know what to do. So the pre-order
Yeah, I
can.
didn't know about that until you told me.
Mm.
That's wild.
I might have got the wrong end of the stick, but I don't know how I can get the wrong end of the stick to know that these shops won't be accessible or maybe even open. Am I going to drive down the road and it's just going to be plastered up buildings saying, should have spent more money, loser? Is that the trade-off for me in a cutscene? We're taking place in front of a blacked out building because I didn't get the special edition.
Can you imagine if like the cutscenes are different because you're like in a neighborhood that could have been great, but you didn't spend the money on it. So now you're just in this neighborhood with less people, less store, less drama. But now you
Oh,
pay the special edition, beautiful lights, cities on there, more people, more
people out in the
extravagant.
streets working on the cars till 3 a.m. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I would be. Oof. That might be the last version of GTA I ever bought, to be
See,
fair.
that's insane. Like, listen, I bought the special edition of Batman, Lego Batman off the bat. Came with all these cool whatever. Comes some costumes, other things. I have not taken off the Batman '89 costume since I got it.
Did you get it physical? I presume you did.
Yeah.
Did it come in a special box or with a little
No, it
Legos?
came like a regular. I didn't see any special. I mean, I even Googled it. I didn't see any special edition disc or that came with a Lego. I just have the disc.
I think those days are over as well.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I bought I can remember, like that came with something, was probably God of War with with Thor's hammer.
Mm.
Also, I don't have that much space anymore like I used to have, but it has to be something really cool for me to get it. But then I also look at what's the size of this thing and where am I going to put it. I don't have a display case. I don't have
Yeah,
anything.
but dude, where's the younger versions of us? Don't they want like all this tat? Or are they just
I don't
like,
think they care as much. I don't think they really care as much.
are you a fan of a game or not?
I mean, I have like Marvel collectible cards from like 92 to like 97 in like, the card collecting cases, the three hole buttons, the nine plastic. And I have them and I like showing them off to people who care.
That's
But
what
like
makes you real to me.
but I don't know if young kids really care about that. Like, I mean, I don't first of all, I don't really know anybody in their 20s. Right. Most of my friends are in their 40s or 50s. Uh, some of my sister's friends, I guess I know them. So she's 27, but like I've been to someone's house, my sister's friend's house, very normal house, nothing really in there. Like the guy, he's a PC gamer, he plays games, but like there's nothing in his house that like looks like collectible. Looks like a very just regular house. Whereas
Do you know what I'm
some of my
nervous
older,
of?
huh?
I'm nervous of like, a PC gamer, he has to go off to like an understairs cupboard to sit like
Yeah, no, here's a special area just for the plate, just for the PC, because if PC gamers are, special, that's fine. But like nothing in his house is collectible-ish, right? Where
mm.
you go to Marlon's house and every now and then you see, oh, what's that? Oh, wow, that's cool. You know, all over the house, a little talk about things, I guess. You see it, some stuff at the bar. He has little stickers. Okay, great, looks cool. I don't really see that in this young people's houses. I don't think they care about stuff like that. Or they collect other things that maybe we don't know about, but I don't really see anybody having like display cases like I used to see back in the day. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't. It's just weird to me.
Is it that we were the strange ones, or
Oh, I think we're definitely a unique breed of people. Like I would collect something just at a video game disc just to have it because I think it's cool. Like Streets of Rage 4, I bought both special
do you
versions.
think we think it's cool because we grew up in a time where there were like video rental stores and like video game shops where it was on the shelf, so we kind of aspired to own it. We wanted to have as many as a video game shop would have.
I yes, agree. I love that. Like I don't know if you ever seen the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
So he still does his nerd thing, but now he also does like talk about old movies and everything. His basement looks like an old school 80s video store.
Yeah,
I
it does.
love it. Does anybody really care about that? I don't know. I mean, who's following him? People our age, and I don't think 19-year-old, 18-year-old are going to follow him. They're going to follow somebody
Well, I
like I
guess.
Show Speed or something. Like the era of the collectible is gone because I used to go to the video stores and oh man, before you take that down, can I have it? I'll purchase. I don't care if sometimes it's marketed. They got it for free to promote the disc or whatever. They throw it in a garbage can. I'm like, no,
Mm.
no, no, no. I want that. I want the poster. Like I like that stuff. I don't think
Yeah.
people do that anymore. There's no more video stores, first of all. If there is, God bless you have one. But what's on the shelf that's cool that I want to put on my shelf? Where do you see that? Like sometimes I go to a bar, they all look the same. Very generic, clean, lights, cool. You go to some of these dive bars, they have stuff on the shelf like, oh my God, look at that. And it's cool to look at. But who's in those bars? Not the young kids, the older guys like us, you know? Someone had a friggin' Ronaldo little toy that looked like crap on the shelf. I'm like, where'd you get that? How can I get that? Can I get that from you at some point in life when you're going to sell the bar? You know? Meanwhile, you go to these other bars, it's just like cool lights, clean vibe. Even the music is weird. We're not playing 80s rock, 90s rock, or hip hop anymore. It's like weird European vibey music, you know? It's just a different time. Collectibles is different.
Mm.
Do you see people walking around with Nintendo shirts or Sega shirts that are young? I don't.
No.
Our guys that are people our age, I seen with cool shirts. I even seen a guy the other day
Is this why we're
with.
facing a video game collapse, Bobby? Because we're the only people keeping it going?
I mean, physical media is very touchy as it is in DVDs. People love to stream. It's the convenience of having it now. Whereas I have to then get a DVD. If I don't play video game, I got to buy a DVD player or Blu-ray player, hook it up, all the stuff, put the disc in. I need a place to put the disc to collect them. Right? Is it worth someone to pay a movie $25 to own it? Or I can rent it for like half the price, or wait for streaming, and I don't have to worry about putting anything in a space I don't have available to me. This is what I think it is. It's like space wise, storage wise, where are you putting all this stuff? How many DVDs can you possibly have? And how many DVDs are you going to watch? Like, I have Batman 89 DVD. I love it. I bought the Blu-ray when it's special anniversary thing. I have like 3 versions of that DVD. Do I need another one? No. Have I watched the latest DVD I bought? No. Was it on HBO Max and I streamed it yesterday? Absolutely. You know, it's just a little bit of the convenience. It's all convenience. I
But
think the
we would
digital.
rather have, like, most people would rather pay, like, that DVD or that Blu-ray, let's say it's $20.
Yep.
It's on your shelf forever. Watch it as many times as you like. No extra charge, no extra burden, nothing. But for the convenience, we will pay. 9.99 a month, so $109.
Mm-hmm.
And there's thousands of movies on there we don't watch, but then we use the inverse logic to take everything we've got on the shelf to a thrift
Yep.
store because we haven't got space. What are you putting in the shelf where you used to have your DVDs? What? More knickknacks and trash? I don't get it. I don't know what's happening. I
And then you have that streaming service for particular movies you like until they lose the license.
exactly.
And it ultimately goes to another streaming service. Like I said, Netflix bought everything. They had every license you can imagine. Then other people said, wait a minute, why am I showing you my movies on your streaming service when I'm Paramount? I make my own streaming service. And that's what happened. Now you have to have all these streaming services to watch X amount of TV shows. Or yes, you could buy the physical media, and of course you could do it, you know what I mean? But it's the convenience of I have all this at my fingertips now
Mm.
than buying a DVD, put watching it and taking it out, put it back in the box. Where's the box go?
It's weird because back in the day, the methodology was, oh no, you have to save up your money to be able to afford that thing,
Yeah.
which you then aspire to have and you buy. And there's some ritual in the save, or there's some ritual in the earn, there's some ritual in the go and reward and getting it in a bag and bringing it home and then getting it out and unwrapping it. It's like a little present to yourself. But that ritual requires you to save or have enough money to be able to buy it. The modern world ain't got time for that. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rob you, and you're not going to really know we're doing it, and you're going to
Yeah.
think it's great. So instead of waiting for you to save up and buy that one DVD, we're going to take whatever you can afford, and it's going to be 9.99 a month for now and for till forever. Instead of we having to wait, we get it now, and you get. Let me check. Really, nothing. You own nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, you're paying for fresh air. I don't think in any era of human civilization such a thing has ever took place.
No. I
Um,
mean, in high school, I would have video games. I bring some games to my friends. We traded, or I borrow them. You know, hopefully you get them back. You trade. You got to make sure you got the right people to trade with, obviously. But you get the stuff back. It was cool. You know, I have not asked any of my friends to borrow a game in like 10, 15 years
yeah,
because no one does it no more.
no, that again, that world's dead.
Which is why I think no one really cares for a lot of physical stuff anymore. I just think it's slowly going away.
Well, good news is Switch brings out physical copies of games.
Which is good, and they're smart, and they make a little box to save space.
Always
They could
thinking.
make they could have that box, by the way.
Oh, I personally think that having one with like a Vita Center aesthetic would not have been a bad decision. I
No,
think it would have been the
yeah,
right size.
I think it's perfect size for that,
Yeah.
and it's cute. The little shelf, you can have like 100 of them without taking up so much space.
Mm.
Then a Blu-ray disc. Think about that.
If you're listening, make the change. We did have a bit of Xbox news, but to be honest with you, it was just quite sad. We're laying people off news, and I'm enjoying talking to Bobby, so I think I'd rather have done that than pontificate about more bad
Yeah,
news at
like
Xbox.
definitely sad. Definitely
Um,
sad.
it's sad news, and we don't need to really carry on getting on board with all that. I think that the good news is, I think this brings us to the housekeeping area. This is where I normally waffle on about all the things that we do. I tell you what, I'm not going to waffle on about it. You've got one job and one job only. Okay, this show's free. It'll always be free. Sister Show Flashback is free. I'm not even going to go into any of the stuff. All you have to do, if you've got this far, especially after that rough ass opening I open with, whichever way represents to you back in time for the visual viewer, for the audio listener, you exist in all of time and space. That's why you're on the premium. So whatever that is, if you've survived from then to now, just press subscribe. So many of you come, you obviously enjoy it, or as not offended enough by it to just quit immediately. I see you all hanging around. Hit subscribe. It'd be great for you to stay. You never know, we might become friends. And that's it. I think we've been asking way too much lately. Just subscribe. That's it. From there, your journey begins. but it really has to start with the subscribe. Hit that one job wherever you are. If you're audio, you know where. Hit it. If you're video viewer, hit it. Do it. Subscribe. Get on board with it. Um, yeah, we're going to leave it there. We're not going to overlabor it. We've said enough. We've done enough. Bobby, there are people though that choose to support the show, and if you're listening, the easy way in the description, little clicky. There's some descriptions there about what you can and can't have for your money. Very little amount of money, very small, very probably the best amount of money, small amount of money, small. China. Um, it's for the visual viewer.
Yeah.
We get double downloads now. You've got to sell your soul to the devil. Plant
Hmm.
something in here that he's driving down the road, down the highway, down the freeway, and he's like, God damn it, I want to see this. I want to see this. Pulls his semi over, handbrake, load of hogs kicking off in the back. He's like, let me get my phone out. Gets his Starlink Geo sat up. He's like, yeah, probably wasn't worth it, but anyway, on we go. Um, these people, they can subscribe, and they do, and they also support the show from as little as $3. One of the perks that they get, Bobby, is that we read them out on the episode, and somewhere in our text between us is the list. Do you have the list? You're probably
I
way ahead of
sure
me,
do.
aren't you? Are.
You know what
Yeah,
it is? My mind was set as the show has its structure ready for this segment.
yeah. Thank God the show has structure, because without it, this would be a 5 hour angry ramble, wouldn't it? I love a bit of appetizer. If you're wondering what this is, it's appetizer. Get on board with it. I think it's French. Who even knows? It's basically fizzy apples, zero alcohol. Um, right. Shall I start or shall you start?
Doesn't matter to me, brother.
Okay, I'll start. Gazcon. He's uh he's now starting to get a little bit jealous of his brother Shane Con, who's an Australian sheep herder, as far as we know. Um, rides around on a quad bike, stripped to the waist. He's got superior genes. He's got one of those mullets.
Oh
Um,
wow.
Yeah, the Australian type. He's got the big tash. It's blonde,
Hmm.
absolute, butch, bronzed god.
Is it
Um,
as good as a mullet as Kiefer Sutherland in Lost Boys?
it's the sort of thing that I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gazcon or Shane, if you're listening through the medium of the Outback. How I don't know how the signal gets out there. Probably played on a drum or a didgeridoo, and he interprets through a gramophone horn that makes it sound like the UCP. Um, Kiefer Sutherland apparently based his mullet on Shane Con's mullet.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
that's all I know. I think I want to park it there because I've gone that off topic. I forgot what I was even on topic about, and I was talking about Gaz's bro who doesn't even contribute to the show. So, he's getting a free ride in here, and I don't want some Aussie coming in on a free ride. Of course I do. Get on board with it, Shane. Who's next?
Up next, we have, and I touched my phone. Okay. We have Captain Scarlet,
Oh.
who is hard at work, working on trying to clip up this conversation at some point for social media.
Yeah, Captain Scholar, I want to. Surely I've done enough things in here, and Bobby's done enough things. Maybe Bobby's just too cool. Maybe he doesn't make like weird noises, or Bobby's a very cool cat. He's like New York's finest. You know,
Make a lot of odd facial expressions. Unlike the Killian Murphy of huh? And who? You know?
Oh wow.
When for someone to tell me something, I try to look normal, but can't really hide my face.
No, well, um, I I don't even know who I am or where I am anymore. I'll be honest with you. This would all happen right now. Up next, a man who I'm a big fan of. Um, his name's Retro Ed. He got rebranded as Retroid, but I think we should rebrand him now as Retro Ed.
Yeah, Retroid is much better than his cousin Hemorrhoid. So
Yeah.
I think that's much better.
Hammeroid.
Hemorrhoid, yeah. And you got him hammering hemorrhoids. It's not good. Not pleasant, not safe, not fun. The exact opposite of the show.
Just let's just remember, although I need to just, yeah, oof, mate. I know we're not in the PG era anymore, but I need to remember that we are, yeah, we're not in that era.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the R era, the R rated, but I'm PG-13 myself. I think I'm doing a great job.
Oh, I just literally had to lobotomize myself because I was about to go off on a mad tangent, and then I stopped myself and thought, no, George, that is even you know. That's not acceptable. So if
Mhm.
you think what that must have been, it was pretty edgy. Coming in to save me, the one man. Oh, is that you? Are you meant to be doing it?
It's me. Yes, this is our beloved friend Carlos.
Yes.
He is, again, as you know, last week learned to make the perfect sandwich.
Oh
Now he's
yeah.
learning to make the perfect chicken cutlet. In my opinion, I don't know. I do like cooking. It's very hard to make a juicy chicken breast, but it's much easier to make a juicy chicken thigh.
Mm. Mm.
Because even if you mess up and you go a little longer than a chicken thigh, it's still juicy. If you make a mistake on a chicken breast and you go too long, it is just chewing like a rubber band. Just toss it out and have cereal.
Yeah. I also think chicken breast is of a lower quality in the modern era. I think
Highly agree.
it's brought on too quick, and the
I
chance for
ref
it to
yeah,
dry and go chewy is all too present.
I refuse to buy chicken at a restaurant. I just feel like they just constantly ruin it. I can make a steak and I can make a pork, but I'd rather get that than a chicken.
Hmm.
I just make chicken my damn self.
I've never been a fan of chicken. I'll be honest with you.
I can make chicken 9,000 ways, brother. One day you'll have some mama chicken. I'll make it like three chicken meals, completely different. Surprise.
I can't have any bone in it.
No, no bone.
Do you swear to me?
100,000%.
I always feel like a kind of like
You
an
got to
eat.
cut that thing out too. Whatever it's called, you got to cut that out.
Get it
You got a
all out.
you got a little bang it down, you'll tenderize it. You can't high flame it, you can't medium flame it, you got to low medium flame it. If you bread it, it's a little more juicier, a little more calories, but it's possible. Cook it in something. Cook it in a sauce. Don't pan sear it. Dry. Done. Disgusting. Just can't do it. So I'm looking forward to the recipe. I'll get back at you.
I think we're now generating content for Captain Scarlet's clip vid.
I don't know if we are, but hey, listen, going with the flow.
Where do we get to? Oh, I'll tell you where we got to. This man is the sort of guy that's going to give you financial advice. He's FCA approved. He's the real deal. Yeah, he's going to take your tuppence halfpenny and he's going to turn it into threepence halfpenny. This guy's going to double, triple, quadruple your investments. All I know him, he's called Firm Returns. He plies his trade on Twitter or X. Get there, get involved, seek him out.
Up next, we have the corner house, which I am legally obliged to mention because I have secured a loan for 99 years, well past our era of the show. Hopefully, someone else continues. That lease is that building. Whatever that piece comes, that's who's going to sponsor our show. It was a hard deal. It was a good deal. And I got it done. The corner house. The burgers are juicy.
I tell you what's going to be, you've just made me think of something that's going to be a real rough bump for the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I get recast
Yeah.
and someone else is sat here acting George, and you
Hmm.
get eventually recast, and someone's doing Bobby, and someone's doing OG, and RGT gets recast. This show's going to run forever, except there's going to be different people playing our roles.
Yeah.
How
And
do you
that
think?
restaurant will always be different.
But they've always got to pay.
Yes. That's
That's
part of the
that
contract.
land, and it's the land. So whatever goes thereafter,
That's it.
US military, government, whatever, they've got to pay us the money.
Think about this. Someone's going to be Retro Toms. Okay. RGT. Someone's going to talk about a retro game from 2020
Mm.
in 2045. And I will absolutely puke that that is now a retro game. But
Who do you think you would like? They've got to be younger than you, so they've got to be a young up and coming actor, I
yeah,
suppose. Who would you like to play you when you eventually, when the Bobby role, you have to, hang your hat
that
and.
that little amazing actor, the little boy from Adolescence. I don't know his name. Get him. This kid was phenomenal.
Okay, so he's going
I
to
don't know
play.
any young actor that I like. That kid, boom, amazing.
Okay, so you've cast him as you.
Yes.
Um, we'll get in the comments below who you're going to cast as our replacements. Probably the next 18 months. They need to be famous as well because we've got to pitch this to them because I think the
Yes.
show's big enough now where it needs like a
He
proper
knows. He
big
heard. He's
name
going to hear it next
person.
week.
Well, we'll make sure we won't, he's not just going to turn up tomorrow. Don't panic. Um, which means I get to thank the legendary Roast Space Monk. Tell you what, Game Boy Matty, his son, he's now probably, well, I think I said,
He is the future of the show as well.
he's the future of the show. So he could play me.
Why don't we ask him? Does he collect things?
I think the sad thing is, I don't think he even listens. I don't
Oh, he
think.
listens. I know he listens. Those that two listen hit on that area. It's those two guys.
I hope Game Boy. I would love to think that we had been with Game Boy Matty all the way through his life, and even takes us to like uni with us. He's like,
It's been 6 years, if not seven, right? He knows.
oh wow, that would be.
We're like his weird uncles that maybe you just tell one story about, but it's enough to keep it the lore going. That's us, man. We're the uncles, man.
Who are
Or the
you?
kids would now say unks,
Oh wow,
unks.
that.
I don't know if that hit the UK yet, but it's very unk over here in America, especially New York.
Oh,
We're at the
uncle.
unk age. Okay. Now I don't know what age this man is, but this is my second favorite Italian, right behind Mario. Bada Bingsta, newly wed. Okay, enjoying a new life, having the time of his life, and not being able to connect to Helldivers too. But all in all, that's my man, Bada Bingsta.
What a beautiful human being. What a beautiful human being you both are. Up next, another beautiful human being. His name's Tingle Tuna. This is a man that I imagine, with the heat the way it is, he's stuck to his country estate. He's probably sat in a copse, a little wooded area that gardeners prepared. He's sat on a fine sort of stone bench. He's reclined there. He's took himself out the Switch too, Bobby. He's decided to recline there at the height of luxury. He's playing a AAA game. He's playing Star Wars Outlaws, Legs Akimbo. He's wearing nothing but a fez, and he's got a handkerchief just draped across himself because he knows that that just keeps him safe.
Yes. Or I don't know if you know, National Lampoon has a I'm a BPG here, a crotch warmer that was knitted.
Hmm.
I have one. I will find and take a picture of it. Have I used it? No. Is it a collectible for my father? Yes.
I don't think I can really fully appreciate that warmer unless it's worn. So,
He, my father probably did wear it, which is why I probably will not wear it. His junk was in there at some point, and I don't think I'm comfortable
I
with putting my junk in there.
I'll be honest with you. I think I'm going to say this out loud. I think that means you need to.
I don't think I should because I realize just how small I am.
Yeah, but you could put it on and then warm up into it.
Oh, perhaps
You're judging him.
let the sun hit it a little bit, really get it warm. Yeah, it's possible, you know, definitely possible, you know. I mean, it was knitted probably 40 years ago. I'm sure there's some space for some air blown, so get some of that
Oh,
little bit of
Bobby,
breeze in there.
let me just take you back to a moment to me who probably didn't quite perceive where the conversation was going, and I didn't realize that you meant the flaming ball of atoms in the sky when you
Uh-huh.
said, "Oh, let the sun hit it." I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah, that big boy sun. Superman powered, that sun. You know what I mean?
Let me at it. Let me hit that. Let me hit that. Let me hit that woolly woman. Let me get like, whoa, let the sun hit it." It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm all for it. You just do it. You just put it on. You didn't even say it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand back, Dad. Let the sun hit it. Like, whoa, wow, mate, steady on.
Mm-hmm. Get that natural ray.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, totally outrageous. I don't even think on the list. Oh, it's you.
Speaking of more outrageous than that, digital monkery. He is in his backyard,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
creating a zen-like waterfall
Hmm.
where he can comfortably somehow connect his, I don't know what console he prefers, but he's gonna set it up there with a little outdoor TV, little waterfall zen, beautiful garden, and play all his retro games back there. Looks pretty cool.
Does he get in the pond or does he look at that pond while playing his retro video
Oh
games?
no, it's he's always in the pond. He's just in it. If he wants to not stand, there's a place he could sit in the water and play.
Is he underwater like permanently or does
I
he
mean,
just
he
keep
could be
his
underwater, but he's just. I mean,
his
he's just
head's
he.
just out?
Yeah, I forgot how tall he was, but definitely nip level, just
Oh, so
enough to
he's
get in there.
like a sitz bath.
Yeah, yeah. And then he has a compartment where he has liquor, so he don't really have to leave.
Is that
You know,
underwater as well?
that's right above level.
Hmm.
Beautiful, like a waterfall edge type of thing.
How does he keep his controller dry?
It's a magic controller. He got it from Carlos. I don't know.
None of this is real, so it doesn't really matter, does it? To be fair, I don't know why I feel like I need to ground it to reality. Up next, Bull Border. He has got himself booked on the next SpaceX flight, which is incredible news. Congratulations, Bull Border. He's going up there to attempt the first space-bound. Let me get this right. Where's my phone? The first in space 360 inverted. Yeah, double fluff. I'm trying to think of a special move, right, and I can't, so I might need your help, Bobby.
Like,
I was gonna come up with a whole new special move for him. It was the
oh,
floss,
mm-hmm.
but now he's going into space. He wants to reinvigorate it.
The
So he's
double
a
worm.
holy shit inverted.
Yeah.
You see, he's
Instead
never.
of landing down as the worm, he pops up as the worm
Ooh, and he's doing this in space.
in space, which is amazing.
Yeah, Elon Musk is going to capture it on a
Two
webcam.
anti-gravity packs to make sure that he's balanced, or else he'll flip off to like Mars, and then that's it.
Where's he going to insert them?
One right behind his neck,
Yeah, good call.
and then one right on the left inner thigh. It has to be left inner thigh. He's right-handed, so he's right-footed as well. So he can't. He needs to balance on the left. Too much right pressure, he's out.
Which way would he flip?
Counterclockwise.
Hmm. Because that would probably send him back in time.
Yeah. Uh, Ironically, it's built with a flux capacitor. So if he does
Oh.
happen to go clockwise, he can go back 30 years and big drama there.
Hmm. So he's safe, but there's chaos.
Yeah. It's a fine balance. It's all finely tuned.
Would we
He
know he'd messed up though? Because he'd be sort of stood there as an old man going, "Do you think it would have been better for me to have told him that if he'd gone left instead of right, then this wouldn't
No,
have
we can't
happened?"
tell him because that's cheating. He's gonna figure it out.
They'd have
Hearing this
so.
conversation now and trying it again would just be detrimental to the galaxy.
Because I think those guys would have a lot in common. I think they're the same person.
It's possible. We'll never know. Two worlds, same time, you know?
Yeah. It's like Captain America. He sat around as an old man when he could have done something that whole
Exactly.
time just to give him a shield.
It's a rift apart.
Hmm. Who's next?
Up next, we have Ginge, who
No,
now,
no, no.
Boba. Sorry about that. Well, I have news for Ginge, but Boba,
No, do Ginge.
I'll do, okay, Ginge. I know that Manchester United is getting a new stadium. Ginge is now contracted to do all the cement work in the Manchester greater area.
Wow.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's getting any more platinums with the amount of work he has to do now.
He's just going to
Maybe,
pull that.
maybe in 10 years I'll catch him.
Well, he's so strong he cries cement. That's how tough and strong he is.
Yeah, his
So,
hands are like he basically is the thing from Fantastic Four.
wow.
He is now. I mean, I told you, I've hugged him. It's not pleasant. It's extremely hard.
Let
Yeah,
the sun hit
he's
it.
yeah. The sun's always hitting him. That's his problem. That's his problem. He needs an umbrella. You know.
I'm going to thank Boba Loba. He's gone brown this week. I think he might have gone pink. I'm not even sure anymore. All I know is he's in my back garden dressed as a ghillie suit, which I think is the perfect disguise because who would expect that?
I wouldn't.
I
You
wouldn't.
also wouldn't expect it either.
What?
Or immortal lifetime friend
Oh,
Harvey Retro.
I hope he's well.
Now
I
I
hope he's well.
know he is chilling. I know he's working on something that's coming out soon. So he's
Mm.
been very quiet. He has turned off all internet. He has his little quill pen with the ink.
What, so he's turned his bat phone off.
Everything's off.
Wow.
Yep.
And he's
Keys
just
to the castle, it's locked.
so he's just quilling it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Up,
So
up next. It's the immortal Emma Sharp. She's not a vampire. She just is forever in our minds. Thank you for all you do, Emma. Who's next?
nowhere near Berlin. Now this guy actually is in Berlin,
Hmm.
watching all of Germany's World Cup games in every city in Germany
At the same time?
at the same time.
Wow, that's phew,
I don't know how he gets around, but he does. It's that's his job.
that's incredible.
Or is he?
Well, I
The
think
world
that's
will never know.
look, and this is a joke in itself because he is a bit of an enigma.
Yeah.
Um, Up one last time. Well, it won't ever be one last time, will it? Let the sun hit it. It's
Yeah.
Mumsy.
That's it. Good old mom. She's just always supporting us and everything we do, no matter how much we embarrass her and her friends tell her what we talking about in the show, why we get there. She's always supporting us. She's great.
Oh, get jobs as well. They
Yeah,
sit around playing video games all day and then they
all
go
day.
on the
Yeah.
computer and talk to each other about it.
Yeah, I don't think she would have ever thought I would be podcasting about video games with the amount of time she told me to go outside and play in the dirt.
Mm.
Here I am, Mom. Love
Do you,
you.
do you think she'd be proud?
She's definitely proud. She's definitely proud.
That's nice to know. Well,
Yeah,
tell you someone else who's proud. The RGT fan club. This week they had a whist drive to rustle up some money for a pond RGT's planning on building. Interesting way of funding it, RGT, but you do what you do.
that's right. Up next is my boy Pete Brocklehurst.
Hmm.
He is again in legal trouble.
Legal.
Yeah, he has decided to rob the last Toys R Us and basically stole all the video games on the shelf. However, those video games don't have games in them because they're actually behind the counter.
Hmm.
Still stole them. It's over $1,000 of games that he stole. It is now considered grand theft. So good luck. Good luck, brother. I hope you run fast. Make it to Vice City. You'll be all right.
Um, so that means I get to say thank you to Billy Marmite. He has been involved in a road traffic accident. It's something serious. He just, I'll be honest with you, he was doing 33 and a 30, hit a sleeping policeman, probably catapulted himself and his motor vehicle 20, 30 foot in the air. He got caught on a telephone wire like a pair of sneakers, and he's been there ever since. Luckily, he's got power, so he's staying warm, and people are throwing sandwiches in through the driver's window from the second floor of their houses. So he doesn't want to leave. He says he's found himself a warm community and he wants to stay part of it. I'm going to take the Zangief, and then you can tell me what the Zangief is.
Yep, yep.
So thank you to everyone who contributes every single month. We're very grateful for you. And if you want to find out how, just click in the description and you can join these people. So I'm going to do. Oh, oh, huh? Zangief! Oh, wow. Zangief.
That's too easy.
What was that?
He is a Camden Town bartermaid, and he's so surprised at the deals that he found or
I,
that he's
g-
selling. Actually,
I genuinely didn't think you'd get that.
yeah.
Okay.
Immediately, bam, from the first look.
Camden barmaid.
Yep.
Fair play to you. Okay, with all that said and done, thank you to everyone who supports on a monthly basis. As I say, very grateful. Thank you for that. But now we need to slide out the side by asking each other what we're hoping to play. Now, as a gentleman should do, Bobby,
Yep.
what are you hoping to play?
Continue my Lego Batman journey, and then when I have the portal, play Beholgar 2. That is what I strive to do this whole week.
That's
A
your
little
full.
busy with the World Cup, but we're making it. We're making strides when we can.
Good.
What about you,
Nice.
man?
I'm just gonna keep on vibing when we switch to. I keep going on there hoping I'm gonna find a UK farm and then not. And it's like, oh, come on, farming simulator, bring me it now. Other than that, I tell you what I did do. I downloaded Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy for the
Mm-hmm.
PS5. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I felt like that would be a fun playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Bizarrely, as we talk about trophies, I think there's one thing I didn't do on the whole way through the game, and
Oh no.
the one thing I didn't do because I didn't think it relevant was at the start you have to beat the raccoon
Yeah.
in the game. And I was annoyed when I didn't do it because I was like figuring out the controls and mucking around, and then before I knew it, it was like that section had ended, and I was like, "Oh man, alive! Oh well, it can't be that important. I won't restart it for that. I won't." Well, I think I needed to do that to get the plat, so I might play that, see where I get
Oh,
to.
that's annoying, man.
Look, I'm playing it for the hell of it, so I might as well clean that up while I'm there.
That's true.
Um, I just want, I tell you what I'm yearning for. I just want unbrained, just banging gaming experience for the summertime. I'm not asking much. In this
Yeah.
1997, we got like Godzilla. By
Yeah.
all stretch of the imagination, it was a shit version of Godzilla, right?
Uh-huh.
For the fanboys. But I kind of liked it. It filled a hole. It was a big movie, a bit like Independence Day, a bit like that 2012 movie, Doomsday or whatever. These
Yeah, yeah.
big summer blockbusters that you're not Star Wars, some drivel that
Mm-hmm.
I've never played before that I can just kick back with over the summer months when it's boiling hot and I can just chill out. Um, Not going to happen though. So I shall probably play a bit more Tomb Raider and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I think with all that said and done, though, Bobby, I want to thank you for helping me host again. I'm absolutely loving having you here, and I know everyone else listening and viewing is enjoying seeing the Bob Meister back, representing the US of A. Um, you handsome devil, look at him. What do you mean?
Thanks, man.
What do you mean, me? Pretty old barber boy, can you fly? That's all we have time for this week, listeners. As always, thank you for your time. We look forward to the pleasure of speaking to you again next week. Until then, happy gaming, and remember, there's nothing wrong with being given the unofficial controller. It's what you do with it that counts. See you, Bobby.
Peace out.
See you, guys.